Aloha, Ronnie Margolis here with eXp Realty on beautiful Kauai. And it's time for our June market report where we review the sales. We're about 5 months into the year, not quite halfway through the year. And the market is definitely brisk. Sales are up about 10%. That's all island-wide for the year. And prices are strong. Prices continue to go up. There's a lot of demand for property on the beautiful Garden Island, and we'll dig into the details when we do the numbers. So let's begin. We're looking at the year-to-date numbers, i.e. through the end of May last week for the first 5 months of the year. And this is the year-to-date median price, the previous year-to-date median price. You see where the median price is. It varies by district. So on the North Shore, it's gone up from just about 2 million to 2.4 million. Down on the east side, up a little bit. Down in Kaloa, up a little bit. Median price in Lihue still trending up over $1 million. These are for single family homes. And in summary, it looks like our median price has gone up about 25%, which is an indication that there are more sales currently happening at the higher end of the market. We take a look at the median price for condominiums. See the same kind of trend reflected here, where there's a big jump in median price up on the north side. On the east side, we've only got a couple of luxury condo complexes, and there hasn't been much for sale this year. So most of the transactions are happening in places like the Kauai Sports Villa and Islander on the beach, which is a condotel. And so that's bringing the median price down much lower in the Kapa'a area. Same thing in Lihue. There aren't any luxury vacation rentals. So you'll see the median price for condos in this area of the island much lower. Still a general increase. In summary, the condo market is staying strong. There are definitely more opportunities, more condos for sale, certainly more vacation rental options in Princeville. On the east side, fewer vacation rentals coming up on the market, prices still rising. Some of the non-vacation rentable inventory, like Kauai Sports Villas units, continue to come up. There are condos for sale in Lihue, more than there have been in the non-vacation rentable markets. And affordable condos down in the South Shore and Poipu, hard to find. There's the one new project, Ka'anoe o Kaloa, that are taking orders for condos that are being built and will be delivered next year and the year after. Land prices don't reflect that same bump in median price. It actually looks like the median price went down, but again, the median price is the middle point, which sales are, half of them are below, half of them are above. So not to be confused with the total market conditions. When we go into the monthly comparisons, so how did May look compared to the month before, you'll see that there's really not that much change, nothing significant, little tweaks here and there. But if you look at the last column and you see the number compared to a year ago, then you'll see the dramatic increase in trading in terms of sales here on the island. Condo sales, one thing you'll see is that in April we had 10 condo sales on the east side. However, we only had 5 this last month. There's a shortage of condos for sale on the east side, especially of vacation rentals. When you look at the list price to sold price, take a look here, because this represents how much play there might be when you're negotiating with the seller. And you'll notice that in general, sometimes the prices are quite high up on the North Shore, and there's a little bit more play in the price. So here you see there's a 15% difference between the listed price to the sold price. That does not mean when you as a buyer come in, you can expect a 15% discount. It's just showing you the general range so you can have a realistic expectation. As a contrast to that, out on the west side, you see there's so few sales, right? 2 homes sold in a month. 0 condos because there's very few out there. So you can see there's almost no discount because when something comes on the market, it usually sells in a short amount of time and it sells for listed price. Sometimes it'll sell for above listed price. One of my favorite ways to look at the market is this market at a glance statistic. and it shows us all the different areas of the island. These numbers on the right represent the totals. So this is all the sales from March of last year through till March of this year. And I'm starting in March for a specific reason. When we look down here at the active listings, we see in March there were 320 properties active, 224 that were under contract. So a total of 544 properties for sale. If we track forward now to look at our latest numbers, which just came out this week, that indicate the end of May, the number jumped from 320 properties for sale all the way up to 374. Now, the increase in total properties for sale up from 540-ish to 575, well, that's only several percent increase. But I think we're starting to see the trend that more properties are coming on the market. And finally, let's take a look at it a different way. Now we're looking at the 12-month charts, and you can see that while the volume was down, right, August, September, October, November, we were down in this range. Then sales popped up in February, and now they came down a little bit, but they seem to be trending up. So that's the sales volume. $100 million of real estate was transacted in May that just passed. But this is very interesting to me, and it kind of supports what I'm talking about, more properties coming on the market and more velocity in the market. Because look, the number of sales over the last 5 months has continued to go up. So in a market where there's limited inventory, but more inventory than there has been, and a lot of people desiring the beautiful island of Kauai and a lot of luxury properties that are changing hands, it's a very strong market. And lastly, the chart that's in front of you now is comparing last month and last year to the May that just passed. And you can see the dramatic swing in the median sales price, that 1.450 price, 1.45 million. That's an aggregate of all the areas of the island. So in some places it's a lot more, in some places it's a lot less. And even the average sales price in the current environment we're in, where there still are less sales than in a more normal market. One thing I want to bring your awareness to is that thing called bid ups. What percentage of the properties are in a multiple offer selling for above asking price? And this is not telling you what percent of the sales are bid ups. It's just saying in ratio to how many sales have been that way over the last 2 years. In May, that number was down 18%. And for condos, that number was down 19%. And that's just an indication that in many transactions, things have become more normal. So, are you looking to buy? Are you looking to sell? We can help you figure out the best negotiating strategy and use our many years of experience to put to work for you. We understand what's going on behind the scenes. And of course, we know the island market very well. My wife and I have been here for 20 years now. Trust you found some value in this month's market update. We hope to see you here on island this summer. And until then, hui ho, stay well. Aloha.